Hi YouTube, this is Retta. I'm going to do a reading on Flynn. So Flynn, it was just announced that he pleaded guilty to lying to I guess the feds or whatever. I think this is just completely ridiculous. I like Flynn. I've always liked Flynn. I like his son. I wanted to see what the real reason is because I believe that most of this case, like I said, is built on bullcrap, but I understand when you're messing with the feds, if you say one mistruth or you forget something and then later remind that any little mishap you have, they can use it against you and charge with you. And I also believe that they're playing very dirty. They're going after people's kids and family members and so forth. So, I want to see what's going on with Flynn right now. I want to see his relationship with Trump. So let's see. I didn't look to see how much time I have left on my, what do you call it? So I want to see what's going on with Flynn. Standing his ground. Moving on. So he's kind of okay. He's kind of rejoicing that, hey, it's over. This is the best they have. It's over. So he's kind of like, okay, this wasn't so bad. It's over. He standing his ground. He didn't really sell anybody out or anything like that. He's standing his ground. I don't really think he's just moving on. He's moving on to his celebration that it's over. He's standing his ground and he's moving on. So I think that's it. I don't think that he's really he's moving on. He's moving on to better things, So let's see. General Flynn, I try to find his whole birthday and I can't. I know it's in December, I believe. And they gave me the year and the month, but I couldn't get the day. So General Flynn. So we'll see. Because I think even people were offering him things. I think people was offering him money and stuff to speak or to turn. I think that he was offered money. I'm not sure if he took it, but I feel like he's feeling kind of happy. Okay, right now, he's in a partnership. So the Lovers is all about partnerships and choices. I don't know if you can see that. So the Lovers is all about partnerships and choices. Okay, what's the Cross to Bear? He's devastated. So the Cross to Bear is his partnerships. He's in the place of his partnerships and choices has led him to some devastation, not only mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Underneath that is his disillusion. He's very disillusioned. He's trying to maintain strength, but he's very disillusioned. But he's still staying strong, and he's still staying strong to two people on his side. So two people, he might rat out one person, but the two main people, he's not saying anything for. So there's one person he's kind of like, oh, that's no big deal. He might be ratting out or giving the information on someone or even himself. But the main people, he's not. He's standing strong. Whatever secrets or things that are hidden, he's kind of containing it within himself. He's very disillusioned. He's portraying that he's strong, but this really broke him. This really broke him. This really shattered him. So he's showing himself a strength, but underneath that, he's feeling very broken and shattered, and very betrayed in some aspects. Let's see behind him. A lot of indecision of trying to figure out what choices to make, which way to go, because there was something hanging over his head, but he wasn't sure, whether it was big or not. He just was trying to figure out which way to go, what to do, how to think. He was kind of confused and stuff. Stuff was just stuck there. So right now, he's just thinking about moving forth, getting out of this, drama, going forward, trying to balance things. I think things right now for him emotionally are kind of out of balance. I think he's also felt a little bit of sadness and depression, and you know, temperance is blending and balancing things again, you know, and putting these past whatever secrets and stuff behind him, and yeah, I think it's just moving forward. Moving forward, things change for his son. I don't know if he has a daughter, or if his plan was business light is to make a change for his son, you know, and birthing new ideas and things within business and making a change for his son. For his son, he's protecting his son. Yeah, protecting his son's business and net worth, protecting the family, you know, coming together, protect the family and the son. So this, all what he did was for his son, basically. Yeah, this was devastation to him. You know, this caused him a lot of mental conflict to himself. It was a lot of mental conflict that really devastated him. Look at this again is this. Because he's a man of what he says. He's like a stand-up guy. Whether you like Flynn or not, his personality is he's a stand-up guy. You know, he does what he says and says what he does. And this whole thing has really affected him, you know, very, you know, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You know, this is a general, you know, someone that's went off and, you know, he's a general, so he's a guy about, you know, his morals and standing up strong and this and that. And this kind of hit him some way. So I want to see what his relationship is with Trump. So, two people, you know, he's staying strong with two people. One person, he's like, whatever. He doesn't really care about. So, he may have gave them information or whatever, but he took what he did, you know, he's wanting to move ahead and get out of it, standing his ground. So I don't really think he's really, I don't think he's really snitched on himself. I mean, I think he snitched on himself somewhat, or took some type of blame or admittance that, okay, this was wrong, but I don't really think that, I think they were after his son. He did most of this stuff for his son. So let's see. I want to see his relationship with Trump. Okay. Flynn and Trump. Flynn and Trump. Flynn and General Flynn and Trump. Flynn and Trump. Flynn and Trump. Flynn and Trump. Their relationship is good. Their relationship is good. Their relationship is good. The Queen of Wands. Their relationship is good. The Queen of Wands is... Let's see. This is Flynn. Flynn is kind of stuck. He's kind of stuck. He's kind of stuck. He's trying to go within himself and try to see things in a new direction. I think, you know, Trump now, on the other hand, is coming together for a purpose, coming forward. So this is a lot of, in the in-between of their relationship is this Queen of Wands. She shows up all the time. So in between this relationship between Flynn and what do you call it is this Queen of Wands. And this is like a fiery relationship. I don't know who this Queen of Wands is, but I can see Trump really doesn't like her. And him, he's just like zen. So, you know, he's probably so zen. He needs to look at things in a different percent. This is like coming together and going forth. You know, going forth with a passion. Going forth. So like three people or three things coming together and going forth. And there's that Queen of Wands before. Let's see. What does Flynn need from Trump? Flynn needs just to be by himself right now. He just wants to be by himself. He wants to, you know, he's isolating himself. He wants to be by himself. Whatever tough times or whatever, he kind of wants to go through it by himself. He doesn't even want, he's seeking wisdom from other people, and he just wants to go by himself. Let's see, with Trump. Trump feels like, you know, this is still like a victory. He still feels, you know, a victory. He still feels like he's with Flynn, you know, even though he's not able to show it. He has nothing but good things to say about Flynn. He likes Flynn. He looks like it's a partnership with him and Flynn. But Flynn wants to be by himself. Where does the cards see? The cards feel like this relationship wasn't balanced that much. That, you know, Flynn kind of felt very contained. And he just wants to be done and be free. You know, he wants to be done and be free. And he's felt like, and he just wants to keep things contained. He wants to keep things contained. You see, this is the moon behind him. It's not really exposing. Keep things contained. And he just wants to just break free and be gone because things wasn't really balanced. Let's see, for Trump. Trump is very disillusioned. You know, Trump is very disillusioned. Remember I said the same thing? I think that I don't think Flynn is going to snitch out Trump or someone else that's important to Trump on his side. So it's strong. They're standing strong, but they're still trying to contain some things. They are trying to contain some things. There's a stand up strong, but really, you know, this is shattering. You know, this is shattering. So they're feeling the feelings of betrayal, disillusioned. Trump feels like Flynn was another one that's like, you know, Trump feels like Flynn. He's another one that's, you know, bit the dust, basically. He's like, Lord, it's just me and two other people still here, you know, standing strong. And even though he wants to portray that he's strong, he's feeling very kind of like inside, he's feeling kind of shattered because he's feeling all this betrayal, you know, all this disillusion, and he feels like there goes another person that's, you know, had to go. There's another person that's, you know, no longer with me. The Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, creating new opportunities and new business going forth. I think Flynn is going to be fine. Yeah, Flynn is going to be fine. He's going forth with new opportunities, new career. He's feeling, though, some burden. He does feel a financial burden right now. He feels like he's a financial burden. But there is someone who has his back. You know, someone has his back as a protector of him and financial of him. So he's feeling this burden, but he's feeling this burden of also the bear. He's feeling the burden of this Russia shit. That's what it is. This bear is, he's feeling the burden of this Russia thing on his back. And it's caused a lot of conflict and disillusion and stress and everything. It's hitting him home. This is Mueller. This always comes out as Mueller. Mueller's trying to contain him, to stifle his growth, his voice. You know, he's trying to contain him. So Mueller is trying to contain him. Trying to stop his movements, his voice, his passion, what he has to say. He's trying to contain him. This was part of Mueller's plan to contain him, to contain them, to contain the voice, the stuff. So, yeah, he feels the pressure of this finances, of this, and then he feels also like, for some reason, usually when I see a protector or finances, but to me, I'm feeling like this is bear, like they're trying to put all this Russia crap on his back. But I feel like in all actuality, he's going to manifest going forward. Things, new opportunities in business and stuff are going forward. Mueller's trying to contain his voice. Mueller's trying to contain what he has to say. You know, his passion, his momentum. So yeah, and there's another woman that, you know, they're trying to stop him from, you know, they're trying to stop him in his regards to speaking or thinking or doing on this Queen of Swords, who I always say is Hillary. So no, I do not feel that Flynn is going to betray Trump at all. No, I feel like Flynn really doesn't have, you know, he feels like the relationship wasn't balanced, like he's lost out on more things. But their relationship isn't bad. Trump, you know, still loves and cares for him. He just wants to be left alone. He wants all this stuff behind him. His child, his son, I don't know if he has a daughter, but I know his son was threatened. And so he's just doing it. So, yeah, he's going forth and just moving on. And he's ready for this Russia thing to get off his back. He's ready for it to get off his back. He's moving on to new opportunities, new careers, this and that. Okay, that's the end of the reading for Flynn. Talk to you guys later. Bye.